friends, today I am giving a lecture on Python program for multiplication table of a given number. Okay. First I have to write the output. According to that we have to write the program. First enter the given number. Enter the given number. So I am entering 5. Okay. So print multiplication table of a given number So this statement is as it is printed in the output. Okay. First, next we have to enter the given number from the keyboard. For that one, n is equal to int of input of enter the given number. Enter the given number. Okay. Next one, for I in range 1, 11. 1, 11. Put colon. Next, print n into I is equal to n into I. Okay, so this is the statement within the body of the for loop. Okay, so n into I equal to n into I. Okay, so this is the program for multiplication table of a given number. Okay, next, here before that statement, here one statement within the print is also printed. Multiplication table of a given number. Given number. Next, enter the given number. So these two statements are printed in the output. So output is not completed. Only these two statements are as it is printed. According to the two statements, I am writing these two statements in the program. So print multiplication table of a given number. So that means, so as it is a statement within the double quotes is printed. Next one, n is equal to int of input of enter the given number. Okay, so this statement is used for reading the given number from the keyboard. Okay, so enter the given number. I am entering 5. Okay, next, for loop. So in this for loop, okay, loop variable I starting with 1 and ending with 11. Okay, so whenever the condition is true, then the body of the statement within the body of the for loop is executed. So now I am tracing the program. According to the tracing, I have to write the multiplication table of a given number. Okay, next, first one, first statement in the program, print of multiplication table of a given number. So this statement as it is printed, multiplication table of a given number. This is as it is printed. Next, enter the given number. Enter the given number. So I am entering 5. Okay. This input value 5 can be entered by the user. This input value can be taken by the input function. So this input function can read the input that is entered by the user from the keyboard and it returns the string value 5. Okay. This string value 5 can be taken by the typecasting int function. This typecasting int function can return the integer value 5. So this integer value can be assigned to the variable n. So now n is equal to 5. Okay. Next one. For I in range 1, 11. So that means I value starting with 1 and ending with 11. So now I is equal to 1. Now 1 less than 11. 1 less than 11 condition true. Okay. If the condition is true, then the statement within the body of the for loop is executed. So print n value is 5. 5 into I value is 1. Next is equal to 5 into 1. 5 into 1 is nothing but 5. So printing 5 into 1 is equal to 5. Okay. So here this 5 is nothing but, so n 5 into 1. Here 5 value is, n value is 5 and I value is 1. Okay. So therefore printing 5 into 1, that is equal to 5. Then after that control goes to the again for loop. Okay. Now I value is incremented. Previously I value 1. Now I value is incremented by 1. Now I value 2. Next one, 2 less than 11. Okay, 2 less than 11. So here condition is true. If the condition is true, then the control goes to the statement within the body of the for loop. So print, now n value is 5 into I value 2 is equal to n value 5, I value 2, 5 into 2, that is equal to 10. Okay, so here 10 is nothing but 5 into 2. So printing 5 into 2 is equal to 10. Okay, after printing, then again control goes to the for loop. Now I value is incremented by 1. So now I value is equal to 3. Previously I value 2. 2 is incremented by 1. 3. Now 3 less than 11 condition. So 3 less than 11 condition is true. If the condition is true, then the control goes to the statement within the body of the for loop. So print n value is 5 into I value is 3 is equal to n into I. That means 5 into 3. That is 15. Here 15 is getting by 5 into 3. So now printing 5 into 3 is equal to 15. Okay. After printing this statement, then again control goes to the body of the for loop. Again goes to the for loop. Now I value is incremented by 1. Previously I value 3. 3 is incremented by 1. That is 4. Now 4 less than 11. Condition true. If the condition is true, then control goes to the statement within the body of the for loop. So print n value is 5 into I value is 4 is equal to 5 into 4, that is 20. Here 20 is we are getting by multiplying 5 with 4. So now printing 5 into 4, that is equal to 20. Okay. Again the control goes to the for loop after printing this statement. Now I value is incremented by 1. Previously I value 4. 4 plus 1, that is 5. Now condition 5 less than 11, that is condition is true. If the condition is true, again control goes to the statement within the body of the for loop. Print n value is 5 into I value is 5, that is equal to 25. So here 25 is nothing but n value 5, I value 5. So now printing 5 into 5, that is equal to 25. Okay. Now after printing this statement, again control goes to the for loop. Now I value is incremented by 1. Previously I value 5, now I value 6. 6 less than 11. Condition is true. If the condition is true, then the control goes to the statement within the body of the for loop. Print n value is 5 comma 5 into I value is 6 is equal to 30. Here 30 is nothing but 5 into 6, that is n into I. Okay. So now 5 into 6, that is equal to 30 is printed. Okay. Next again the control goes to the for loop. Now I value is incremented. Previously I value 6. 6 is incremented by 1, that is 7. Now 7 less than 11. 7 less than 11. Here the condition is true. Okay. If the condition is true, then the control goes to the statement within the body of the for loop. Print n value is 5. N is no change, only I value is change. I value is 7 is equal to 35. Here 35 we are getting n into I, n value 5, I value 7, that is 5 into 7. Okay. Next after printing 5 into 7, that is equal to 35, again control goes to the for loop. Now I value is incremented by 1. I value 7 previously. 7 is incremented by 1, that is 8. 8 less than 11. So condition true. If the condition is true, then the control goes to the statement within the body of the for loop. So print here n value is 5, next into comma I value 8, that is equal to n into I, that is 5 into 8, that is 40. So printing 5 into 8. 5 into 8, that is equal to 40. 40 is printed. After printing, again the control goes to the for loop. Now I value is incremented by 1. Previously I value 8. 8 is incremented by 1, that is 9. 9 less than 11. Condition true. If the condition is true, then the control goes to the statement within the body of the for loop. So now print n value is 5 into I value is 9, that is equal to 45. So this line is printed. N into I, n value is 5, I value 9. So printing 5 into 9, that is equal to 45. Again the control goes to the for loop. Now I value is incremented by 1. Previously I value 9. 9 is incremented by 1, that is a 10. Okay. Now condition 10 less than 11. 10 less than 11, that is condition is true. If the condition is true, then the control goes to the statement within the body of the for loop. Print n. N value is 5 into I value is 10, that is equal to 50. 5 into 10, that is equal to 50. 50 is getting n value 5, I value 10. So now printing 5 into 10, that is equal to 50. Okay. After printing 5 into 10, that is equal to 50, again the control goes to the for loop. Now I value is incremented by 1. Previously I value 10. Now I value 10 is incremented by 1. Now I value is 11. Okay. 11 less than 11. That is false. Whenever the condition is false, then the control goes to the next statement after the for loop. Up to now, this is the for loop. After the for loop, there is no statement is there. Then the program is terminated. Okay. Now this is the output. Multiplication table of a given number. Enter the given number, that is 5. So 5 into 1, that is 5, up to 5 into 10, that is equal to 50. Here the condition is failed, then the program is terminated. Okay. So here into as it is printed and is equal to as it is printed. I am changing n is also constant because we are given the number 5. So n is constant, only I is changing and n into I value is changing. Okay. So this is the multiplication table of a given number by using Python. Thank you. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, please share this video to your friends and classmates. If you like this video, please subscribe my channel link. So Divya Srinivas Rao.